Welcome, Young Justice fans, to my review of Season 1, Episode 6 of Injustice. So, in the beginning episode, we get to meet Speedy, who is now Red Arrow, which his costume as Red Arrow looks a billion times better, rescues Dr. Sterling Roquette from the League of Shadows. And the reason Dr. Sterling Roquette is captured by the League of Shadows is because she was forced to create a fog program. And what this fog program does, it sends 1,000 millions of waves of these nanotechs that actually feed off information from any computer they're attached to and destroy anything in their path. So it's very dangerous. And now this is the episode we finally get to meet Artemis. Artemis is basically Green Arrow's new protege, who basically has a costume that looks sort of like Green Arrow, but she of course is a girl. I don't really know her role in the comic books. I don't know if she's in the comic books. I'm guessing she is, obviously, but I don't know anything about her. I don't know really anything about her at all relating to the comic books. So anyway, she joins the team and they get sent on a mission to help protect Dr. Sterling Roquette as she tries to make a program to counter the fog machine so they can't use it. And the fog machine is actually heading towards the Wayne Manor. And what happens is the sensei sends Chester, Black Spider, and the Hook out to assassinate Dr. Sterling Roquette. And Superboy takes over Professor OJ, or Ojo, or I think I'm saying his name right. And Chester, Black Spider, and the Hook are attacking everybody else. And towards the end, the fog machine, of course, is countered by, Robin. He saves the day. Everyone saves the day. Superboy defeats Professor Ojo, like I just said. Hook and Black Spider were also defeated, but Chester gets away. Now, what happens is when Chester is getting away, Artemis is about to take her down when Chester takes off her mask. And this is when you realize that Artemis and Chester obviously have a lot in common and obviously know each other in a certain way. And Chester says, obviously, you don't want me getting captured and telling them who you really are. So Artemis just lets Chester get away, and pretty much it ends there. And of course, Artemis is accepted by the team. So we don't get to know what the relationship between Artemis and Chester is in this episode, but obviously it's going to become more important throughout the episodes ahead of us. So my guess is, of course, I kind of don't remember it, but something family related is going in between them, and it's pretty interesting to know that, like, a villain is almost on the team. Like, Artemis isn't actually a villain, but of course she has some relation to a villain that only she knows and no one else. But of course that does mean that Batman and Green Arrow had to know something if they're just going to make her join the team, because right now she's saying that she is supposedly Green Arrow's niece, and towards the end of the episode she runs into Red Arrow in the she's going back to her home in I think she lives in North Gotham, and as she's going on her home to North Gotham, she runs into Red Arrow in the hallway or in between buildings or whatever, and Red Arrow's like, obviously, like, okay, Artemis, I know who you really are, and you better not hurt any of my friends. So that's actually pretty interesting to know that Red Arrow actually knows who Artemis is, and Red Arrow is, still keeping it a secret and basically warning Artemis not to hurt any of his friends, which is pretty good. Red Arrow is still looking out for the team. And at the end, we finally get to know that Sensei is actually revealed to be in the League with the Light. So now that's just another member or another supervillain that is in the League. Sensei was actually the person who sent, Chester, Black Spider, and the Hook to assassinate Dr. Sterling Roquette, by the way. And that's basically the whole episode in a whole. I thought this was a pretty good episode because Artemis is one of my favorite characters, so I give it an 8 out of 10. And that's pretty much it, just because we got the introduction of Artemis. So I want your thoughts in the comment section below on Artemis. And if you only saw the episodes up to here, then I would love to hear your thoughts on how you think Artemis and Chester are connected. But if you already watched all the seasons, then please do not comment or spoil anything for the people who haven't seen it already. So anyway, just, share your thoughts on this episode in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.